Hi, my name is TJ Mergelat. I'm a middle school pastor here at Calvary Chapel South, and I just want to be able to share my story with you, how God redeemed my childhood and took me out of a difficult situation. When I was younger, I came from a very broken home. My father was out of my life. My mom was a pretty intense drug addict and different alcohol abuse. And I just remember even as a young kid not seeing my mom awake throughout the day, only up at night, and I just knew even at a really young age of second grade that something was off in my family. It was my third grade year of school, and I remember my mom's brothers and sisters came to her and said, if you don't give it Bryce to TJ, we're gonna have to include the state and have CPS remove him from the house. Through that, my mom had some real issues, but she went to rehab, and for the next 4 years, I lived with different aunts and uncles. My aunt and uncle were awesome people. I mean, they had their problems, but there's always a sense of not really belonging when you know it's not your family. It would be more apparent on holidays or even sports activities. It was about 7th grade when I was able to move in back with my mom, and it was great. Just to kind of have my life almost start again, have a whole family again, and it wasn't until I was 17 years old when Jesus grabbed a hold of my life. I remember my mom forced us to go to an Easter service to a local church, and I fought against it. But in making that decision, I was able to meet really influential, impactful people in my life. The youth pastor I met there was super intentional and gets to know me, was able to invite me out to summer camp, and since then, God just grabbed a hold of me and never let go. Definitely my childhood has impacted the way I view my ministry towards youth. I didn't come from a Christian family or a perfect upbringing, and I just feel like my story can really help connect with students that are feeling lonely, that are feeling abandoned, that are feeling lost, and just to know that Christ still loves them regardless of the situation that they're in. Just my word of encouragement to everybody who is thinking about foster adopt or just having a hand on this is that you just don't know how far the small things go to kids in those situations. If it's the extra added attention, if it's taking them out for a meal, if it's just being a friend. I would just encourage you is that, to use the love that you've experienced through Jesus. And that's a love that we're not supposed to hold on to ourselves, but it's a love that we're supposed to touch as many lives as possible with. I would just encourage you to just to be the light that God has called us to be, and just to love like no other. Some of these kids didn't choose the situation, but we can choose to love them where they're at.